Morning, morning. It's the start of a new week of daily vlogs. Welcome to Sunday morning. It's been a real sort of Sunday morning feel today. I woke up quite late. Well, I woke up early first, went to the loo, as you do, and then sort of slept in. Didn't get out of bed till about just gone 9 o'clock, which is virtually unheard of. Happens occasionally. I think yesterday was quite a busy day. You know, there was lots on, and one has to have a rest at some point. So Paul made crumpets this morning. Well, he grilled crumpets that he'd bought. He didn't make them from scratch. That was nice. He's gone down to the plot to do a segment for a week at the plot. And I think it's about 11:30 now. I'm going to have a bath this morning. Bath and a hair wash. And of course we need to prepare. Well, I've done most of the preparation already. The reading and research for our read-along part 2, which is live this afternoon, which will have been and gone by the time you see this, and I hope it went well. We haven't done a live show for ages. I really enjoy doing live shows. It's kind of like doing a little venue gig, isn't it? I think the last time we did a live show, I think it was around 300 people at one point watching, which was super, which really is like a small intimate theatre gig. I really enjoy live shows for various reasons. I enjoy working on the fly, having to respond instantly to things. It's that live show feel, so there's always some excitement beforehand. I'm rarely that nervous. I'm not one of those people that gets terribly sick with nerves or anxious about things like that. And I think that stems from doing quite a lot of live performances at school, doing quite a few live singing gigs when I was a teenager, and also working as a trainer. I worked for a number of years as a trainer to large groups of people. I think the largest group I've probably done is about 40 people. And I don't get that nervous. I get a little bit nervous naturally, because I think it's good to feel some nerves and adrenaline to sort of push you forward. But I think if you're confident in what you're doing and you know what you're going to say, I think it's, for me, it's relatively easy. And I know a lot of people are challenged by it. Paul is definitely challenged by doing things like that. But I think I'm probably blessed with the gift of the gab. That's it. I can talk for England. But I don't generally talk for England, if you know what I mean. I'm normally quite a sort of quiet person. But most of my jobs have been about talking and communicating, so I've had a lot of practice at this ripe old age of 39. A couple of people have mentioned my gloves, my fingerless gloves. These have been great. I used to wear those cashmere ones, and I made myself a pair of cashmere ones, but they do wear out very quickly. These ones I think are cotton, and they've actually got an insulating layer inside. I don't know whether you can see, but it's quite sort of puffed up. That's the insulation side. And they've been good, but they are going bobbly very quickly. And I have to shave them, like I said in Sunday chat. But I think they cost about 13 quid, so they weren't cheap. But they've been great, very, very handy. In fact, I probably need to give them a bit of a wash. I think they're overdue, because I've done all sorts of things wearing them, build the fire, do various bits and pieces, lots of work. They need to be washed. Anyway, I'm just waffling now. So today, yeah, is the read along later. So I'm going to be having a quiet morning, a nice bath, just get myself together and rest a little bit. That's it. So I may see you later. Bye for now. Sunday afternoon, and apparently we've had 2 storms. I mean, you can see it's absolutely chucking it down. Let me just turn this brightness down because it's really quite dark. Yeah, it's been incredibly wet. Apparently 2 storms have hit us yesterday, and there's another one today. It's been quite breezy. Yeah, and very, very wet. I've just done some washing, just on my pullovers. These are the pullovers that I wear for work. Well, I wear them on all occasions. But I like to give them a quick wash just to refresh. They're pretty old, all of them. But they're all wearable and they're all warm. So I put them up here. I'm just about to put my dehumidifier on and the fan and get those dry. There's been a little bit of heating on in the background. But yes, I'm cracking on. We're about to have lunch. Good evening. It's Sunday evening. We've just done the read along and we're really delighted with how it went. Lots of you took part, which is great, and lots of you read the books, which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much. So yeah, it's Sunday evening. It's feeling a little cooler. There was quite a nice sunset, which I just managed to catch before we had to start at 4 o'clock on the live show. So yeah, I think Paul's going to be preparing dinner quite soon, and we'll be relaxing for the evening before the working week begins yet again. And it's a full week for me this week. So yeah, not really looking forward to it, but it'll be over with in a flash. I just know it. And next weekend, this weekend coming, I've got my niece staying over. She's an artist, Sophie Stark, and she's doing an event down in London. So she'll be staying with me on Saturday night, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing her. It's always lovely. So yeah, that's it for this weekend. I will see you tomorrow for another workday vlog. Yeah, so see you then. Bye for now. Morning. It's Monday morning. I woke up around 4:30. Hurrah! I woke up and I heard a single bong from the clock downstairs, which means half hour. And then, of course, you're waiting for the next set of bongs to tell you what the hour is. And it was 5 o'clock when I heard the next set. Oh. I woke early because I was having a dream. And it was a dream about one of our cats. And we were cuddling and stroking her, and she was making noises. It was our little Millie. And then you sort of wake and have this wave of sadness and remembrance and all of that. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'll end up in tears. And it's just, been so many years since the cats have gone. Yeah, I still dream about them and I still think about them because they were such a huge part of our lives. So yeah, I woke up with a little bit of sadness, which, it's okay. It happens a few times a year. And then you have to sort of get yourself together. And if I lie in bed for too long, my brain starts to torture me with all the things I don't want to think about, which I find useless, so I get up. So I did. I got up. I waited in bed a little longer and got up and made tea. And I think now it's about, I don't know. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 7 a.m.
Oh, it's 7. The sun will be coming up. In fact, Alexa, what time is sunrise in London?
Sunrise in London will be at 7:56 a.m. today. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for your feedback.
Yeah, all right. God. It will be dawning soon, let's say that. So if it's a beautiful sunrise, I shall try and capture it. I think there's a little bit of cloud. I did see just a moment ago when I was getting my second cup of tea, I saw that it was going slightly sort of blue in the distance. You can just see through the trees. So yeah, not a great start to the new working week, frankly. Hate feeling sad in the morning. Yeah, but there you go. So I wonder what the working week will bring. It's a full week this week, as I said before. Yeah, hey ho, let's get on with drinking more tea and looking at the news. That's what I normally do. Getting back to any comments that I haven't replied to, that need replying to. Yeah, there you go. So I'll see you later. So it's just gone 7 o'clock. And the sun is starting to dawn. And then there's this lovely crescent moon hanging there. How lovely. Let me try and get a close up. There we are. Try to keep the camera steady for you. It's beautiful. So we finally got some morning sunrise colour, which is rather lovely. Better start my day, get ready for work. Well, today, Monday. Oh, thank goodness that's over with. At points, I really didn't think I was going to get through today. I was so tired from waking up at 4:30. Probably slightly earlier, actually, if I think about it. Yeah. It's been a busy Monday, and it was unexpectedly busy because a couple of my colleagues hadn't booked in their meetings. And one of those meetings involved quite a few people. So I was suddenly in reception with a sudden influx of people. I was like, okay, I'm not really sure why these people are here. And I don't like that. I like to know who I'm expecting so I can prepare rooms accordingly and make sure there's enough chairs and things like that. And I can forgive this person because they're the head of service and I like them. But then one of the doctors hadn't told me that a booking was needed, a room booking, blah, blah, blah. So there were moments of like, oh, really? I've got to deal with this now. Great. And there was lots of document work and I really wasn't in the mood. I really wasn't in the mood today. I mean, I say that, I wasn't a bitch or anything to people. I was my usual self. And then I had a meeting in the afternoon doing an induction for a new member of the team, a new music therapist. So I had to have my wits about me for that. It just felt like a real effort. And at times I've thought, I really feel unwell. You know, like you think, oh, I think I'm getting a cold. And then you think, no, I'm just tired. I've still got this very mild cold hanging around. I'm still snotty, but I honestly think that that's just the change of temperature, going into warm and cool rooms constantly. I think that's what causes it. I'm feeling tired. I could just get on the sofa now and fall asleep, but I'm not going to because I run the risk of ruining tonight's night's sleep, and I really need a good night's sleep tonight to get me through tomorrow. And I keep saying it, it's a full week this week. Great grace. You gotta laugh, haven't you? You've got to. So yeah, busy day in general. Lots going on. What was that? The wind has died down now. It's been a fairly fine afternoon. Coolish, but not cold. I've not got any form of heating on. I'm not building a fire tonight. I really can't be arsed. I'm just going to put the heater on as and when needed until the central heating comes on around 8ish. And that's only on for an hour and a half in the evening. So we're still trying to keep our heating minimal. And like I said earlier, it's a blessing when the weather is warmer. You really can tell the difference, you know. I certainly did this morning. It felt balmy in the front room at least. But anyway, I'm just repeating myself now. I've got a cup of tea and I'm just going to check my socials for any notification. And yeah, just try and relax without zonking out. I mean, so what? I'm a bit tired. It's okay, it's doable. It's not the end of the world. I've been here before. One of my colleagues was really, really tired. He'd been out over the weekend partying. He's a bit younger than I am. I was quite sympathetic in a smarmy way. Anywho, I'm going now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. It's Tuesday evening. It was a much better day today. It really was. It was easier because I had a good night's sleep last night. I really did. Slept all the way through. Lovely. You know what I'm going to say. It makes such a difference. It really does. Yeah, so today's been busy. What time did I get up? I think I got up about 7. Paul had got up before me because he was going over to Cranley for Earth's sake, to do some work for Vanessa. And I didn't get out of bed till just gone 7, I think. Was it just gone 7? Oh, I can't remember. It was a day away. Work's been okay. Weather-wise, it's been really mixed. Sun, showers, there's been a little bit of thunder. I know they had a lot of thunder down in Cranley. Paul said they had a massive lightning bolt and thunderclap. We had a little bit of thunder, I think, but I was too busy to notice it. It did go very, very dark at one point, very dark. So I got in from work, I did a few bits and pieces, I had some recycling to put out. I had a couple of parcels of things that had arrived this morning before I went to work, which was good. I was a little bit worried that things were going to be left on the doorstep. And of course, at this time of year, you really don't want to do that because people will just grab things. So I ordered some more washing liquid and conditioner and some white vinegar for cleaning. So, it all comes in packages. So you have to, recycle all the packaging. And I had a few bottles of old washing liquid that I needed to rinse out and put in the recycler, did some vacuuming, cleaned the sink, put some clothes away, just doing bits and pieces, midweek chores. Yeah. So I'm waiting for Paul to come back from his creative writing group. He came in from Cranley, had a quick cup of tea and went back out to the writing group. So it'll be interesting to find out how that turned out, whether it's worthwhile continuing. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Maybe he'll get some inspiration. So not much else to report. It's feeling a little cooler this evening. I don't think it's cool enough to have a fire. May have a fire tomorrow evening because I think it's going to be quite cold. But apparently it's warming up for the weekend again. Hurrah! So it's a full week at work this week, so I have to keep reminding myself of that because otherwise I'll get to Friday and think, oh. But next week is it's the week before Christmas next week, isn't it? God, that's come around quickly. I've got the Friday off, the 22nd. And then it's a few days in a row. That's good. Hurrah for Christmas. Time off. That's it for this evening. Take care, Toodle Pip. Good evening. Good evening. We've made it halfway through the week. Yes. How marvellous. It's Wednesday evening. Is it? Yes. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Thank goodness. It's feeling a lot colder this evening. And I decided to light a fire. There we are. Just a small fire, just to take the chill off. Because as I've mentioned before, the heating doesn't come on till about 8 o'clock. So we don't like to do too much gas because it is costly, but we're okay this month. We're managing. So what's today been like? Busy in places and then very quiet. I guess we're on the run up to Christmas where things very often go completely dead, which is good. Most things have been arranged for people over Christmas, i.e. respite arrangements, people going home to see their families. All of those kind of things have been sorted and are in the bag. So the only things that tend to crop up are emergency situations, but we're not an emergency service at work. So, we don't strictly deal with emergencies. They are, dealt with by the emergency services. But sometimes there are needs, psychiatric needs that people have, and we have to have an on-call system. So, blah, 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 hey-ho. So, it does tend to get quite quiet. I am looking forward to a bit of a break. And, of course, Christmas falls on Monday and Tuesday this week. This week. Whatever. So, there isn't an awful lot to report. The only thing to say was Alexa stopped working the other day, didn't you? Yeah, forgot to mention it. I said, Alexa. No, I better not say it. I said, front room off. And she said, front room doesn't support that. I thought, yes, it does. I thought, what's happened? She wouldn't turn any of the lights off. Luckily, I have manual control on my phone. So that happened. That was quite fun because I suddenly sort of thought about what we'd do if Alexa didn't work, because the convenience of having automated lighting is great. It really is. And I know many people think that's a real luxury. And yes, I did install it when I had better cash flow than I do now. But it is immensely helpful. And also I was thinking about how helpful it would be as we get older. Think silly things like, if you put your back out, how difficult it is to bend to turn a light off. I mean, those of you who have had back issues like I have know that when that back goes, you can't move. So, it's quite convenient. And I think it is the future. And I think automation is a really useful thing. Luxury item, yes, but it's very useful. Actually, the prices are coming down of smart stuff for the home. I know IKEA do a range of smart bulbs now. But I was also thinking the other ways that we use Alexa, weather reports, timers when we're cooking. There's all sorts of little uses, snippets of news when you want them. I think she's great, but coal moving. Yeah, it's okay. The other thing I was thinking about is the discussions around artificial intelligence. And I was thinking to myself, when she went down the other night, I was thinking, well, you're not that intelligent because you can't tell me what's wrong. I asked her, is there a problem? And she didn't reply. So she couldn't actually analyse what the issue was and therefore fix it. She will tell you if the internet's gone down, and she'll go red if there's an internet connection issue. So I knew there wasn't a connection issue, but there must have been some kind of glitch, and she wasn't smart enough to tell me that. Yes. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it because it was on my mind, and I'd forgotten to mention it the other day, as you do. So yeah, Paul's going to make dinner shortly, and we'll do the usual hunker down with TV. I think we've got another episode of A Murder at the End of the World to watch, which is very good. We're enjoying that. And also, I think tomorrow evening we will be recording episode 3 of our read-along. We've chosen our books, so you'll know all about those choices by the time you see this on Saturday, which is when this comes out. So yeah, there you go. That's today's report. My nose is feeling less sore now, but I'm still having a runny nose. I know, it's the age, 39. Bye for now. It's about 7 o'clock. Oh, I'm doing this in the dark. Look, there's a really sort of fiery band in the distance. Isn't that beautiful? I have to keep my eye out for the sunrise because it might be quite gorgeous this morning, a little bit later. We've got British Gas coming this morning to service the boiler, so I need to have a wash and get ready. Earlier than usual. We'll see how this sunrise progresses. It's chucking it down out there at the moment. This has become more intense in colour. Whether it'll get any more than that, I don't know. But it's wet again. very wet. Oh well. I have to take the umbrella this morning. Good evening. I'm lounging. Paul, I'm lounging.
You are.
I'm luxuriating in the beautiful warmth of the fan heater tonight. No fire this evening. I don't feel it's cold enough. But it is cold enough to have a little bit of electric heat. So we've just had dinner and we've just filmed Read Along episode 3, which you will have seen by now. And if you haven't, go over and watch it. Join us. And we've had dinner. We had a quiche with some vegetables.
Quitchy.
And we're settling down to watch some TV. Just watched an episode of The Golden Girls with dinner, which was lovely. Now, I said earlier this morning that British Gas was meant to come today. Well, they never turned up. And then they lied to say that they'd called and there was no reply. Paul was here all day, both available here in the house and by phone. And we think they probably lied because they're monitored and they're saying that they attempted to make a call and they didn't.
No.
Liars. Liar, pants on fire. So that's a bit annoying. So I said to Paul, don't rearrange it. Cancel it. Cancel the next appointment and rearrange it for the new year. Mess them around a little bit. So they're not coming until January. I mean, the heating's okay. There has been a little bit of an issue with it coming on. But we managed to sort of click it in, and coax it into action. So it's okay. It's doable. So Paul had rearranged it for next week, and I said, look, they're not going to turn up again next week, I can assure you. It's the week before Christmas. They're going to mess us around again. So yeah, there you go. That's that story. It's been a changeable day again. Quite wet, cool, but apparently the weekend's going to warm up, which I think I've said before. So hurrah for that. So we're going to settle down, watch some TV, and that's it. I think we've done enough this evening. It's been a busy evening so far. So, toodle pip. See you soon. Bye. Well, hello. We've made it to Friday. Finally. And today, I was just telling Paul, has been a day of two halves. Because this morning I thought this is eerily quiet. Nothing going on. I had 2 phone calls this morning and a small handful of stuff to do. And I thought, oh, please don't let this whole day be like this. This is going to be really, really unpleasant. And there were no appointments in the office either. It does get like that near to Christmas. And then this afternoon it exploded. A typical explosive Friday afternoon where things kick off and you're suddenly bombarded with stuff to do. And then you blink and it's 4 o'clock and you've still got several things that have got to be completed. Yeah. But we made it. We got through. We're now at Friday evening and I'm about to go upstairs to put this week of vlogs together because it's a small weekend. It's only 2 days and then I'm back to it. And I've got my niece coming over tomorrow evening. She's got an event in London. I think I mentioned that the other day. She's an artist, Sophie Stock. You can look her up. She's on social media, Instagram, Facebook. She's an excellent artist, mainly specialising in pets, in animals. And she does a variety of different styles as well. She does ultra photorealistic, and she also does quirky sketches as well. So very talented, and she's worked hard to reach her level. So yeah, check her out. Yeah, so tomorrow, of course, is recording Sunday chat. I've got to do the chores, got to prepare for Sophie coming, although I don't have to do too much for that because I've already made up a bed for her. But yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend again. I'm really looking forward to the Christmas break, actually. A couple of extra days off. That will be nice. How about you, Paul? Are you looking forward to the Christmas break, Paul?
Yes, I am really looking forward to all the festivities and everybody being happy and having lots of presents.
Really?
No,
No, of
it'll be
course not.
fine.
We're just looking forward to time off and then, treating ourselves to some laziness, although that doesn't tend to happen, to be honest. We might watch a film in an afternoon or something.
And you might eat a tin of chocolates.
Well, I've already done that this week at work. Chocolates were given out at work, and one of the celebrations tins was left in reception. Well, I mean, that's just red rag to a bull. Really? Yeah, most of them have gone. It's handy, though, reaching over, taking 3 at a time. Anyway, I'll probably be cramming in another vlog tomorrow morning to round the week off. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. Good morning, it's Saturday morning, and whew, it's been a busy morning so far. Right, what have I done this morning? Well, I woke up around 6:30, 7, I think it was, something like that. It's quite a dull morning, but it's warmer, which is great. I needed to do some chores, put clothes away, clean the loos. We've got 3 toilets in this house. I use sodium percarbonate, as you know, which is great for loo cleaning. It's a natural bleach used with very hot water. It's excellent for toilets. You leave it in there for a while, give it a brush. Sparkling. What else have I done? Tidying around, dusting, some vacuuming. I need to tidy in here. And then we need to film Sunday chat. I need to... Lots of people in the street. Go away. Then I need to put together this vlog, and then I need to have a bath, and then it will be time to receive my niece. So I'm doing all the things that need to be done as quickly as possible, but I don't think there'll be any time for relaxing today. No, my niece is expected probably around 5ish. We're going to meet her at the station. She's going to get the Elizabeth line from Paddington to Hanwell, which takes around 15 minutes. So she's going to let me know. I'm being nosy. She's going to let me know when she leaves Paddington, and that'll give us time to walk up to the station and meet her. So yeah, that's it. I haven't got time for any more. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's show, this week's vlogs. Sunday chat will be out tomorrow as usual. And yeah, that's it. Big van now. Deliveries. Crazy at the moment. So many deliveries in this area, obviously for Christmas. I don't think there's anything coming here, I don't think. No. So bye for now. Take care.